Hello and welcome back to my channel. So you can probably tell by the sound of my voice, I have been sick for a few days now and I just got back from a mission trip in Haiti. While I was there, somebody got engaged. Ooh. And then I came home, and then the second I came home I got sick. So my brain's been all over the place, like planning my wedding because I feel like it's happening tomorrow and it's not. Trying not to be sick, trying to catch up on emails. Just a bunch of stuff, and totally haven't made a video in a long time, haven't done anything on my blog. I'm really trying to catch up. Today I thought I would do a Valentine's Day look. Speaking of engaged, my friend got me this mug and it's two little bunnies, and one's the boy, one's the girl, and they're holding hands, and there's a bunch of hearts and flowers, and there's hearts right here. It's so cute, and she was like, this is Camden and this is you. Let's just go ahead and jump right in and put some makeup on this face. I've already moisturized my skin with the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, and I'm just going to put a little bit of their lip therapy on my lips. Because I'm sick, everything is dry and crusty, and like around my nose, it's just like killing me. And I'm so sorry for the sound of my voice, but what are you going to do? To prime, I'm going to use the Becca Backlight Priming Filter all over my face. And I'm going to use a little bit of the Professional in my porous areas, so like right here. It's the pearl version, which if you watched my last video, you know that I'm not like obsessed with this, and it's literally no different than the other one, but I bought it, so I need to use it. I don't know if you can tell, but my chin is really clearing up. I don't know if you remember, but I had some horrible issues with my chin, and it's finally starting to get better. And I've really cut out all of my bread intake, and I really think that's the issue, so. It's a sad life, but if it means I don't have to have volcanoes all over my chin, then I might have to live with it. For foundation, I'm just going to use the Too Faced Born This Way, and if you watch a few of my other videos, you know I do not like this that much, but it's okay. It's just not my favorite, but it was expensive, and I bought it, and I already ran out of the Wet n Wild cushion. I can't remember the name, but that stuff was great, but I feel like it came with literally no product. I don't know. Maybe mine's just messed up. I thought about like flipping over the cushion on the inside because I feel like there's a ton of product just hiding underneath that I can't get to, so I might do that. But this is just easier, just squirt it out, pop it on my face. The other one, I feel like I really have to dig in the compact to get any of the product, which is super annoying. So like I said, I just got engaged. My boyfriend proposed to me while we were on our trip in Haiti with our church. He proposed I guess the first day there. We arrived on Friday, and then Saturday night he proposed. Didn't see it coming whatsoever. Him and I have been dating on and off since high school. Started dating our sophomore year, and we were both butt ugly. Sorry, Camden, but we kind of both really glowed up. You know what I mean. Started out as best friends, so it wasn't about the looks, you know, and then when we both got older, we were like, dang, he's fine, and started dating again after we broke up our sophomore year. We started dating senior year. Just realized, like, didn't really like the life I was living without him in it, so we started out as best friends again, and then started dating. Oh my gosh, I just got stuck in my hair. And then started dating again all through the end of our senior year, and now he's a junior in college and he graduates next May. So we will be getting married next spring once he graduates. I'm so excited. It doesn't even feel real. Like the whole week after he proposed, we were still in Haiti and I had no service, so I couldn't tell anyone. So I didn't get to tell anyone until I came home. But the whole week we were there, I was just like, is this real? Like, this can't be real. This isn't happening. Like, I just kept saying it to him, and I was like, I don't even remember it happening. Like, I would go and look at the photos because my sister's husband took a bunch of photos of the proposal, and like, I can see the images, but I was like, I don't remember. Like, this doesn't feel real. It was just like a total shock. And like, we've talked about getting married since we were in high school. So now that it's actually happening, I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I literally doesn't feel real. I was like, it doesn't feel like I should be able to get married. I feel like, I don't know. It's just, it's a weird feeling. But it's been a long time coming, and I'm so excited. Everyone's like, do you kind of have an idea what dress you want to wear? I'm like, No, are you kidding me? Like, I think every dress is pretty. How do you have to narrow it down to just one? I guess I should mention I'm using the nope. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape under my eyes. And I know what you're thinking. You're still using Tarte Cosmetics, and even with the whole foundation launch and all the controversy and blah blah blah. And yeah, I know. It sucks. Their launch was a joke, and they had to be joking. I literally think they're about to just come out and be like, y'all been punked, and then Ashton Kutcher comes out and tells us it was all a joke. But unfortunately, I don't think it was a joke, and I think it was just a shady move. And I don't approve of that. I don't support the foundation. I'm not going to try the foundation. I almost ordered it like right when it launched before I even realized any of this stuff. And there was just something about it that I was just like, I don't really want to spend this much money on it. Like, I want to see it in a store first, like test it out. And then all this came out, and I'm like so glad that I didn't buy it. And then I've seen all the reviews, and like, it's not anything that has been hyped up to be, you know? Like, no one is like falling head over heels for the formula. It's like not life changing. So I'm so glad I didn't spend money on it, but that doesn't change the fact that the Shark, oh dear Lord. It doesn't change the fact that the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer is the only concealer that covers my under eye circles. And if you saw how I looked before I started this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I was born with them. They are super dark. Nothing covers them. And I don't really feel like put together and confident and like beautiful unless they're like really covered. If I'm wearing makeup, like I'm fine with the way they are when I'm not wearing makeup. But if I'm wearing makeup, I want them to be gone. And as of now, this is the only concealer that covers it. And I'm so sorry that it's Tarte and that it's the Shape Tape line right after this whole controversy happened. Just know that I'm not buying the foundation. I don't care about the foundation. There are many other foundations I will continue to use that are an all-inclusive line, all-inclusive range. But as of now, this is the only concealer formula that covers my circles, and I'm sorry. To set underneath my eyes, I'm going to use a little bit of the RC No Color Powder, followed by Patrick's Powder by MAC, and I just really love the feel of Patrick's Powder and how soft it is and how non-drying it is. And the RC Powder is pretty dang drying, but it's the only thing that doesn't make my concealer crease. It's like dripping out of my face, but I really want to get this up before Valentine's Day, so I am doing it even though I do not feel great. I'm going to do my eyebrows really fast, and then we're going to go on to the eyes, but I will be right back. So I'm thinking I'm going to use the Anastasia Bonnet Renaissance palette as well as the Morphe Dare to Create and do something very pinky, berry-y, lovey-dovey, something Valentine-y. I'm not sure how pink I'm going to take it. I'm going to start with the Laura Mercier Eye Base in the shade Wheat, and it looks like this. It was a sample size in a Sephora Playbox, and just put this all over the eyelid. I'm going to go in with one of the brushes from the Morphe Holiday Eye Slay collection. It's just like a packing brush. It's very thick and it covers a lot of area. I really like it. And I'm just going to take the shade Tempera from the Modern Renaissance palette, and it's just like a bone colored shade, and just brush this all over the eyelid. On a big fluffy brush like this is the Morphe M533. I'm going to take this first transition shade in the Morphe palette from the left and just put this all in the crease. And then I'm going to pick up the pink shade Love Letter from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette on the NYX number 16 blending brush. And I'm just going to start to place this in the outer V and blend it into the crease. I'm going to use this brush by Morphe instead from the Holiday collection as well. It's starting to look a little too purpley pink, so I'm going to take the shade Venetian Red and mix in a little bit of Red Ochre from the same palette. To warm things up a little bit more, I'm going to take the shade Real Gar from the same Anastasia palette, and it's just like a straight orange, and this will help bring out the more red tones as opposed to a purpley look. I'm going to take a Morphe M139 and take this really pretty burgundy color from the Morphe palette, and I'm going to put this on the outer V. I'm going to take more Real Gar and Red Ochre and put this more on the crease towards the inner part of my eye. And for the lid, I'm going to use the Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. And it's not the same as like the Magnificent Metals where it's glittery. This one is more of like a metallic, and it's in the shade Kitten, and it's like a pink. And I'm just going to put this all over the lid and kind of, I guess, just cut the crease with it. And when I get to the outer edge, I'm just going to blend the edges a little bit with a flat brush. And you kind of have to let this dry before you like completely open your eyes. So I'm just going to save it for a sec and let it dry. Okay, this is the shade Next to Note by Stila. It's the same thing, only in the glitter form. And I just put a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take this detail brush by Morphe. And I think I'm just going to draw a line where the two meet. And this is what we're cooking with. I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. And I'm just going to brush this powder off that I put there to kind of clean up this line. Because, yeah. It didn't work, but it's okay. We can fix that. On the lower lash line, I'm basically just going to combine all of the shades that we use on the top. I'm just going to pop on a wings liner, and I'll just use the e.l.f. liquid liner like always. I'm just going to pop on some mascara. I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous X Fiber, as well as probably these eyelashes by Kiss, the Lash Couture Faux Mink, and the Style Little Black Dress. And I'm going to do this off camera, and then I'll be right back to finish off the rest of the face. I just had to show you this eyelash. These are gorgeous. Before I move on to the face, I just wanted you to see these up close because they're very short. So they're kind of natural, but they still added like a ton of more volume. I'm really liking them. So this is the eyes complete, and now we're going to zoom out and finish the rest of the face. To contour, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Contour Powder like I always do in the shade Light, using the brown on this Pure Cosmetics Precision Blush brush, so it's just an angle. For bronzer, I'm going to mix two. I'm going to be using the number 7 Caramel Bronzer and the Milani Baked Bronzer in Soleil. So this one is very shimmery. This one is more matte. So I'm going to use the matte one first. I use that one just to kind of warm up my face and make me not look super dead. And then I use the baked one to add more of like a glow. And then to brighten up the under eyes, I'm going to go back into this by LA Girl and use the yellow shade. And for blush, I wanted to do something very pink and girly, so I'm going to be using the Pulse Cosmetics Powder Blush in Mango Pink and another Morphe brush from their holiday collection. And this is very pigmented, and I tend to go very heavy-handed. So, I'm trying my best not to. But it's Valentine's Day, so a little pink never hurt nobody. And for highlight, I'll be using none other than the Smashbox Spotlight Pearl Palette. I literally only use this, so if you have a highlight that you love, let me know what it is, because I'm kind of tired of using the same one. Like, it's still amazing, so like I don't hate that, but like it gets a little boring, you know. I want to switch things up. I'm using the furthest shade over, which is the like pinkiest of all of them, to kind of stick with the pink theme. And for lips, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Kristen, and it's a miniature one because I got it in a Sephora play box. So this is the completed look with this lip color. This look would also look good with like a berry color, a darker, like a plummy kind of color, even like a very cool tone, deep red berry shade. Like, possibilities are endless. It's Valentine's Day, girl. You can wear bright purple if you wanted to. So, yeah, this is a completed look. I really like how it turned out, and I love how the colors of the shadow really mimic the shade of lipstick I'm wearing, and then that just like happened on its own. Total accident. But it worked out really well, so I am super happy with how this turned out. If you want to see another Valentine's Day look that's completely different than this one, just let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, girl!